Y'all being mean early in the morning now? Howdy. Hello, greetings, welcome, Monday. Yep, good answer, John Luke. Oh, yes, Mondays don't feel quite as Monday-ish, but every day feels more Monday-ish. And that's the greatest tragedy of all, I think. Hello, so welcome to week 3 of whatever this is. Distance learning time. Um, yeah, so I'll leave Bingo up here for a couple minutes. Yeah, hit 200 subs, hooray! Because that's what I care about. It's fine. I don't know. When I started my channel back up here to use, I had 30 already, and I don't ever do anything on YouTube, so I guess they're all just like Russian bots or something. That's not true. I guess I did use it for the chorus stuff previously, so it could be some of my kids from like 4 or 5 years ago subbed because I was making those rehearsal tracks for some of our all county chorus stuff, but I don't know. This is not a Kentucky shirt. It doesn't say Kentucky. This is a uh, Kappa Kappa Psi jersey, the National Service Fraternity for Music Education, or for music. I'll take the controller, actually. I'll need it in a little bit here. Thank you. You can actually keep leave Animal Crossing running, but turn the volume down on the TV. If you, oh, I have this. Never mind. I'm dumb. I got it. Why is it not? There we go. Okay. Because that'll just go straight. That's fine. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, it's a psi symbol. It's not a Y technically. I can see why you think it's a Y because it does look Y-ish. So if you ever find yourself bored and watching the movie Drumline, which came out like in 2004 or something, the fraternity he joins in that movie is Kappa Kappa Psi. My fraternity wasn't quite like that one though. Let's be real. Or at least my what's it called, chapter of the fraternity was not quite like that. I had to pop out chat. I keep forgetting to do that. Let's move you over here. Let's leave you right meow. Mm-hmm. Why did that drag over? I don't want that to be over here. I want you to be right there. Do 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 do. Okie dokie. Your neighbor keeps blow drying. Do you mean like leaf blowing? I can't imagine a hairdryer being audible through walls, but that's just me. I guess leaf blowing is kind of like blow drying for your what's it called? Your driveway. Bless me. Oh man, that's called an air conditioner, John. I'm getting like three. Okay, so he's leaf blowing an air conditioner. Okay. There's too many devices that move air for a living that I can't keep track of them all at once. Like you've just named three, and I was getting confused and lost in the shuffle. All right, I'm gonna try something somewhat stupid here while we wait for folks to join anyway. I'm gonna try and live record a tutorial while also still streaming, and I don't know what's gonna happen. It could be just that everything explodes. But I was gonna walk through this online sequencer thing real quick anyway, and just like show it off one more time and start from like square zero. Okay, here's how you add stuff or change tracks. Um, So I'm gonna try that, and also try leaving the stream on and recording. So I'll kind of be ignoring chat for a couple minutes while I do that, and this would make my day go faster because I can save myself 5 or 10 minutes later on. So I'm gonna pull up online sequencer, and you can see me probably stop and restart 17 different times as I make mistakes and realize I don't want to say things in the certain order I'm saying them in. So, yep. I'll pull this up over here because I'm gonna be using the same view I have right now anyway. Man. Live chat. Turn to live chat. There we go. Hello. Okay. Can you hear too much background noise right now? My wife's putting away dishes. I just don't want it to be like super loud in the background. I don't think it's a problem, but I can always wait to record this later if need be. Okay, that's good to hear. All right. Let me press this button and see what happens. All right, good morning and welcome to your sequencer, online sequencer walkthrough here for Band Bingo Week 3. I'm just going to show off a couple things with this website just to kind of get you started off on the right foot, so you basically know what you're doing going into trying this out for the first time. It's kind of a cool tool. You're going to see me looking this way a lot. Sorry, because my monitor with it is over here. So forgive me, but I didn't want to turn the webcam off right now. I'm actually doing a live stream on YouTube while I'm doing this. So we're like 6 levels deep in Inception right now. So online sequencer is kind of a neat thing. The basic way to interact with the sequencer is just to drag or click and then drag. So you can put notes down where you want them. You can add notes. You can delete notes if I just like highlight them and press delete in the keyboard. Let's start with something easy like C. You can make notes last longer by putting them down and then clicking and dragging. So now we get one whole beat of C. If you ever want to hear your recording, that play button right there is your best friend. And now that C lasts for a full beat instead of being really short. Now, granted, it's all going to sound kind of like the same length because it's a piano. It's meant to be hit once anyway. If I change my instrument, though, right here, and let's change over to something a little bit more like windy. Let's go flute. Now it should sound more like a... Oh, well, let's change that. Got to put down a new sound now, the flute sound. Make this one longer. Let's see what that sounds like. So now it has a little bit more sustained, longer notes. So again, drag or click and drag rather to make notes longer. You can make them as long as you would like. Your goal for this assignment is a 4-bar loop, right? So bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and bar 4. So you basically want to use like one screen, right? Up through 4. Each grid, right? Each kind of thicker grid is like 4 subbeats that make up one beat. So a beat of flute is... Actually, let's just do this. This is one beat, right? Oh, why did I do that? The struggle is real. There we go. So we'll make that 4. So this now is one beat of flute. Right, if I want to add a second beat, 2 beats of flute, 3 beats of flute, 4 beats of flute. Gotta be real careful when you're dragging here. It's gonna not be happy with you. Great, so now I've got basically what amounts to 4 quarter notes. Right, and if you want, obviously we can change notes here, so I put it up higher. We get higher flute sound. If you want to create copy, right, copy paste is a thing we can do on computers. Control C still works, and then hit Control V to paste, and then you can just drag it off it. Control V again, you can drag it off it. Control V again, you can drag it off it. So you do have copy paste functionality. You can copy as much or as little as you want. So if I want to take this and Control Z also undo, same as anything else. So now I have all my notes I've made so far selected. You shift click to select multiples, same as anything else y'all are doing on computers. Control C again, Control V again. Now I can drag a whole second set over. So now I basically got 4 beats, right? So you can save yourself a little bit of trouble. If you kind of make like at least like a skeleton outline of like a drum pattern, right? You can just copy paste it and move it over. If I hit play, So kind of a cool thing, and that gets me 4 beats. It is going to loop, right? If you let it just keep playing, it's going to hit those 4 lines. It's going to restart again, which is a pretty common thing that these sequencers do. So for your assignment, it wants it to be like a melodic track, like flute. And again, I wouldn't like this would be like a cool like bass part. This isn't like a cool flute part, but you want to have like a bass instrument, like an electric bass, for example, right? So if we go down or up here, I guess rather, we can find bass, or you can do slap bass, or you can do anything else. I would probably just do like bass, right? It's a little bit more consistent sounding. And hey, let's move down here to the basement. Hey, right on. Let's go ahead actually, and let's see if I do this. Let's go ahead and take that same part we just did a minute ago with the flute, and we'll put it down here in bassland. And then we'll do the whole thing. We'll change it a little bit here. Get some sweet walking bass lines going. Oh, I kind of missed the last set, didn't I? Let's move you up here. Hooray. Got some sweet cowboy songs working here. But I mean, something even as simple as that, right? Pick 2 notes, right? Pick a note, pick 2 notes. Do it, long patterns. You don't have to be real fancy with this. I'm not looking for perfection or like the next great American song, but it is kind of a cool thing to play around with a little bit here. Let's just kind of go ahead and get rid of this now. All right, next thing. So we got a bass line. That's cool. Let's add a drum kit, because why not? Now, basically with the drum kit, everything you see over here is now going to become drum sounds, not instrument sounds, right? Not like melodic sounds. Fun. So, the basic, the basic set you want to think about, things like kick drum, that will get you, a kick drum sound. That's that real, like, kind of heavy, kind of thumpy bass sound the drum set makes, right? So if you want to start off with something easy, hey, put a quarter note down for each of the 4 bars. And now we get this bass part with a kick drum working, right? Cool. And then let's say snares, pretty obvious, right? Let's just add some random snares, see what happens. Cool, and that's kind of a jam, right? So we're gonna have that be a thing. We can go ahead and shift click all those. Let's Control C that. We'll copy it. Let's get rid of this, and then we'll hit V, and then we can just drag it over. We can just drag it over, and we can just drag it over. Boom. Now we hit play. So not too hard to get started, right? That's just an easy like walking bass line back and forth kind of thing. And we added some snare, we added a kick drum on one, right? If we want to add something, like I said now, so again, the assignment says, hey, do a drum kit or do like some kind of drum set, some kind of percussion sound. Hey, do a bass voice, like bass or slap bass, and then let's do something, melodic now. Let's do violin. That's a little bit different than we normally hear, right? Ooh, so that's kind of fun. And again, I wouldn't go crazy here. Like quarter notes is for these little bricks. You don't have to sit there and just do like a bunch of garbage. In fact, I would probably avoid garbage. It's gonna sound like garbage. I'll tell you, the first measure sounds a lot cooler than I thought it would. Like the rest of it, like from here on, sounds like duty. But the first little bit was pretty okay. So let's, for funsies, let's leave that first little bit, and then we're just gonna delete everything from here on. And there's probably a way to this is select all. I don't want that. There's probably a way to like kind of like click and drag and select, but I have no idea how to do it. So if someone figures out it's maybe like a control click or something, or shift click. Nope. Because now deleting this, I'm having to select each one individually and then press delete. So I wouldn't just go and start putting down random noises and then start guessing, because then you're gonna have a lot more work to get rid of it than you want. We'll just kind of put some basic notes here. The good thing is now, if you write in the key of C, don't forget the key of C has no flats and no sharps. So if you wanted to kind of like, hey, I want this to sound good, right, and not have a bunch of like weird chromatic like wrong notes, if you write in the key of C and stick only the white keys, right, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, not like sharp, F sharp, E flat, C sharp, if you avoid those, well, now it's going to probably sound a lot better. I added a couple of those, I added a couple, like here, there's a D sharp, right, same as E flat. There's a couple chromatic notes. We'll see how those sound. But yeah, we're just going to kind of see what happens here. Only need about 2 more bars. We'll add a couple passing tone, little fun things here. And of course, we're going to start on C. We're going to also end on C. And this may sound like hot garbage, but that's okay, because we're just testing the waters here. Okay. So it's kind of a cool jam. The trick is I really thought the violin sound would sustain more through these longer notes, and it sure doesn't. So I have no idea like how to necessarily make the violin sound last longer. I just started playing this a little bit on Friday on stream. So if you want to have notes actually be sustained, probably trombone, French horn, flute. I don't know why the violin's just like a straight like basically like one hit, right? Like one pull and then it stops. Like it's not a sustained like draw kind of sound. But hey, it's free. Do what you can. If it doesn't match up with what you want it to sound like, then hey, try some different sounds out till it starts to sound better. But yeah, if you end up like hey, today sit down, want to play with this a little bit. If you have 3 voices, right? Melodic voice like violin. You have your bass voice, and then you have. How did you get down here? Why are you the violin color? You add in like your drums, like I did kick and snare. You can add cymbals if you want to too. You can add whatever. You got a whole heap of options here in the drum kit land as far as what you want, right? So you got a whole bunch of stuff to mess around with there. Add what you want, and then you also want to have like a bass voice, right? Like a walking bass voice. Okay, again, I did C and G. It's a good idea. C and G is the 1 and the 5 of the scale. If you stick to 1, 5, and also 4, so concert F, C, F, and G, usually you can kind of have a pretty good walking bass line and have it not sound wrong, even though you don't really know what you're writing or why you're writing it that way. It kind of is what bass parts do. They outline like the chords that the upper groups play within, right? The melody plays with these certain notes in mind based on what chord the bass line is playing. So if we stick to 1, 4, and 5, most notes you then write up in like the flute area, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, if you're in the key of C, those are mostly going to sound like right notes. It won't sound like you're just like playing a bunch of like cat hissing and dog barking noises over, a drum or over a bass. So that's your like brief tutorial here with how this works. By all means, play around, have a good time with it. Again, your play button is here, top left, right? Other things that you may, there's a erase button. Oh, okay. So that may save you some time. Okay, so erase will help you get rid of stuff a little bit faster. So yeah, play with some of these little different options and tools up here. Copy again, cut and paste are your friend, but Control C, Control V work. If you want to zoom in, you can zoom in. To submit it to me, most important thing, it's really easy. All you do is hit save, and you can just hit save a copy. And what that should do is then give you a link that pops up right here, and there is the link to the sequence. So if you then click on that, it will pull up what you made. Right? So now I'm here. Here's what I made. If you go up to your like address bar and then copy that and submit that, because basically for the sequencer assignment, I made it be a it only accepts a submission of a web link. So if you just copy paste from there into Canvas for the the sequencer submission, it will then give me this code, right, this web address. I will go here, listen to your masterpiece, and then give you your 20-point credit for it. Okay, so that's how we save it. and export. We'll do that one more time. So again, to submit to me, hit save. You can hit just save a copy, and that gets you the link to submit to me through Canvas. You can, save it locally in your phone. Don't play with export and MIDI. It don't worry about it. But I would go ahead and save local file to your computer if you want to keep a copy of this. I don't know how it does it, if it just comes through as like a MIDI file or like a .wav file. But if you want to save a copy and then get that, link, if you want to come back and keep working on it, you probably can straight from here. You would just enter edit mode, right? So it's playing right now. If I want to, hey, I saved it, I want to come back and work on it tomorrow, we'll just keep that web link. You can go back into edit mode and you can add a bunch more stuff to it, right? Again, I would avoid just putting garbage on there, but hey, we edited it. Great, we added more stuff to it. Okay, now I'm ready to submit it. All right, save again. There's a new link. It opens back up with your edits involved. Okay, so kind of a cool thing. Hope this is helpful if you're looking for an easy kind of thing to mess around with this week without needing your instrument out. Kind of a cool thing to look at. So onlinesequencer.net. Good luck. Look forward to hearing y'all's recordings. Okay. Hello, stream. Was that pretty good? Are we feeling good? Helpful-ish? No? Not helpful. I don't blame you. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. No, that's fine. So, cool. I need to find where on my computer that gets saved, though, because I have no idea. Videos? What's today's date? 4/13. Okay, cool. So there we go. So it's going to be online sequencer walkthrough. Okay, I'll upload that to the channel, the YouTube channel here in a little bit when we're done with this stuff. Okay, so that's that. I can close this. I can leave that open. Happy birthday, Normie's mom. I hope she has a great day. Is she working today? I mean, I'm sure she probably is. Like, birthdays aren't a big deal to like adults, generally speaking. I mean, if you can take your birthday off, though, I mean, 100%, that'd be cool. But my birthday's always in June, so I'm never like at school anyway. Yeah, I don't blame her. That's one of like the joys of being an adult. Like, you're not gonna get to have like maybe you get to like a birthday party, but that's fine. But you're not gonna sit there and get like a mountain of presents and be like, oh, cool. So hey, take the day off work, relax, do something you enjoy doing, make your family be nice to you. You better be doing some dishes today, Normie, or something. I'm saying. Oh, that's crummy though. I mean, if you gotta work, you gotta work. So, Normie, be nice. Should make dinner for her. What do y'all do? Like, do you guys make food? Are you competent enough human beings at this point in your lives to like be useful in the kitchen? Because I don't feel like I ever made food when I was a kid or a teen rather. But also, my mom was mostly a stay-at-home mom for the years I was like that age. So, and she also kind of enjoys cooking, so there wasn't much room to be like, get out of the kitchen, mom. I'm working in here. All right, let me close all these different things up. That's fine. Okay, and then we can pull back up this. I think grilling is a really good introductory cooking thing because it's kind of hard to mess up, right? Like it's not that it is super easy because obviously you're still working with a thing that is 400 degrees ish on any given day, but like you can make a mess in the oven doing something and like be like, oh no, this oven's a mess and you have to clean it out. But like a grill, it's like I don't know, this put stuff on there and everything drips down anyway and gets vaporized or gets caught in like the grease trap. So it's not like you're gonna like end up with a huge like amount of like leftover oil and gross stuff you got to clean out when you're using like a grill. Ramen's pretty good. That's not how you spell ramen, but ramen is pretty good. I use the ramen noodles, and because I'll actually make like homemade ramen, but I still will buy like ramen noodle packs just to get the noodles, and I just throw away the sodium because that's all that is. It's just like a horrendous amount of salt basically. But you can get like I get like chicken broth and beef broth, and mix up like a homemade ramen with like veggies, and I get like the like matchstick carrots, like the real finely done carrots, and like scallions. I'll get like green onions and a few different other vegetables here and there, like radishes occasionally, and then I'll soft boil eggs and make like grilled chicken or grilled steak or shrimp and put that in there and have like homemade ramen, and it's very good. You guys really all can't spell ramen. Okay, let's all learn about how to spell ramen. That is how you spell ramen. So we all can sound intelligent going forward with our lives. I feel like we have to learn something these important first halves of the streams. It's okay. Don't feel bad. I'm just saying. I just want y'all to be educated people. Did you? I missed that. Hey, aren't we all no more one thing? I know what you mean. Isaac, I know you meant grill, but be careful what you type. Because you didn't type grill. Mac and cheese is good. Yeah, I mean cooking and baking, these are all skills you want to master as early as possible because you don't want to be that kid going to college who just like only makes ramen and lives off that because you will die. It is not healthy to do that 24/7. My wife is the baker. Like that's what she does. I don't do much baking. I don't enjoy baking that much. Where's my? There it is. I don't enjoy baking that much. Um, and she does it a lot better than me, but I make pretty much everything else. That's like fair. It's like, okay, I'll let you be in charge of baking because I don't want to do that, but I'll make whatever, like dinner, no problem. But it's like, hey, I want brownies. Please make me brownies. And that's fine because then, like, every time you're getting a dessert, you're like, oh man, this is great because I don't have to do anything for it. Yeah, sister needs to get herself figured out. That's fine, I know. Well, I mean, you shouldn't look at the keyboard anyway. Ramen favorite food. That's a bold statement. I don't know. Ramen's. I mean, that's cool if you like it. And we're not here to yuck yums. But I don't know. Especially if it's like just if you're just doing like regular ramen, like out of the package, it's just okay. It's just okay. If you ever get the chance to go out and have, I mean, you probably have, like, you go to like a restaurant and have like really good ramen, you're like, oh man, that stuff that comes out. I mean, granted, it's like whatever 22 cents for like a pack, so that the price differential offsets the tastiness differential. But um, man, good ramen is good. Do. Okay, so we're sitting here with the bingo board up. I'm just available for any concerns or questions. We're just walking through basic stuff. Howdy, howdy, Rachel. Man, I get these videos from like you guys and like Kai, and it's like, man, if I had y'all's pools, I would just be in that pool 24/7, like all the time. I'm so jealous because all the community pool I have is nice, but it's closed and I can't go. And like, if I could just like lay in a pool and just read a book for like 4 hours a day, I'd be just ready to go. That was a good thing about spring break. I was able to go to Siesta Key for a little bit before hard lockdown, and we didn't do much beaching because, like, obviously everyone was there, and it was like, okay, on the news, like, hey, don't go to the beach because everyone's there and it's a bad idea. But our house had a heated saltwater pool, so every afternoon and morning and most evenings was just like me in that pool, just like with a book or like with my phone playing some music and just like hanging out. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was nice. I got a lot of reading done on that trip. It was good. One of the great joys in life when you get older, especially because your children don't think this way, because at least I didn't. Like going to the beach and just like sitting and reading a book is like the best thing ever. It's so good. Very underrated activity. You guys want to go like build sandcastles and like eat sand or whatever kids do at the beach. But like, I want to go and just like sit and enjoy the breeze and like maybe go in the water for like a couple minutes if it's like a billion degrees outside. But I just want to read a book and just sit there and eat sunflower seeds and have myself a time. You know? I mean, yeah, walking for sand dollars and shells is good stuff. I don't normally go in the water either, but it's Florida, and when it's 100,000 degrees outside and your tent is only doing so much to keep you in the shade, then I think you just go and you get in for like 5 minutes. You're like, all right, cool, I'm wet and I'm a little cooled down now, and you come back on the beach and you sit, and you go back into chill mode. It just depends, yeah. I don't know. I hope that at some point, like I don't know I know a couple of y'all went to the beach last week because I saw some pictures on the social media. I don't know what the beach situations. I know they allow people to like walk on the beach and you can't go like hang out obviously. I would like to go and do that, but I don't want to go if I'm gonna drive like an hour and a half to get to a beach. I don't want to go and then like just walk around for 3 hours and come home. I want to be able to go and like set up and hang out, and that's obviously not the reality right now. So I'm hoping at some point the beach restrictions lift. Um, and that there odds. I might say odds are good, but odds are like I would think a beach restriction is lifted before like restaurant restrictions are lifted. So maybe at some point soon, beaches will be back open-ish, and they'll just be cops out like enforcing not being close to people, and people can just go out back and sit and hang. But I don't know. The reality is no one knows when that's going to happen. But yeah, that's what yeah, and I don't want to go have to move for the. I just want to go like sit and chill. So we'll see. Sometime soonish we'll be back in action, but I don't know if soonish is May or June or July or what. Yeah. Now's the time where it's like, man, I really wish I could go to the pool because I'm stuck at home anyway. But yeah, that's not reality. There's still you can't have 1,000 people all going there to be socially distant. That's not how that works. So yeah, they are. I mean, I think most beaches are open for exercise purposes, but yeah, just is what it is. Today's Animal Crossing, and we'll see what we have time for after that. But we're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave myself available here for. I gotta actually check emails. I haven't done that at all yet today. I have not, by the way, while we're still in business mode, I have not put grades in yet. I was gonna do it this weekend, and I was like, but Easter Sunday, and I want to like sit and not work on Saturday and Sunday all day. So I did like 4 hours on Saturday, which I probably shouldn't do in the first place, but whatever. That's how it works. And then I woke up Sunday and said, no, I'm not doing this. So I didn't. So I'll put grades in this afternoon, um, when things kind of get. Sorry, trying to read emails at the same time. I'll do grades this afternoon because there's not much for me to do on Monday because people are submitting things on Mondays and Tuesdays, and there's not like I don't have like a pile of assignments to go grade. So I usually don't do a whole lot of grading on Monday. I do like, you know, inputting grades. I do attendance from last week and whatnot. Um, so yeah, I'll be doing that. Boy, there's a lot of emails here. I'll be doing your grades this afternoon. Most folks are in good shape. Jazz band folks, continue to submit in your primary band class instead of jazz band. That would be ideal because some of you are submitting it in one place 1 week and then another place the second week, and I am having trouble finding out. I'm trying not to like give anybody a zero without cause, but it's frustrating to have to try and guess at where people are submitting things to. So not that I'm upset with you, just submit in like wind ensemble or symphonic band if you're in jazz band. If you're only in jazz band, I should be checking for like Janie, right? I should be checking for like Angel and Miles, or the folks who are only in that one band class. So ideally, jazz band, I have like 3 people submitting every week, and then everybody else just submits in their main band classes. Let's see. I'll look at it in a minute, Adriana. I'm sorry, I got priorities here. Can only do so much. You have a brother? I didn't know that. Okay, I've already answered that email. The squawk. Okay, that's fine. Okay, sorry, I'm doing 6 other things here. Okay, what are we doing here? All right, we're all just yelling people's names. Great, man, me, Armando playing bass is funny. Yeah, that was good. Okay, Normie, while you're here, I don't know how you're making your videos, but whatever you're submitting to me is like really hard to open. Like I have to use like a special media player on my computer that like can read every file type, which is like 2 extra clicks from me, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you have a way to do the videos somehow else, I don't remember your week 1 videos being a problem, but week 2, all the videos came through like in a really weird format, and I don't know why or what you were doing differently. But just saying. Yeah, you can do jazz band songs, surfing concert, that stuff. That's fine. I don't think this week I had a spring concert thing, did I? Maybe I did. I forget. It's up to you though. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can read while I do other stuff. If you see it, then do it. If not, then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, just don't forget them, Ashlyn. Bring them on Friday, and I'll give you first dibs at making the new ones because they were good ideas. Let's see here. Sorry, I still have to sneeze and I can't, and it's really driving me crazy. Well, so normally if you go on your phone, like to your web browser on your phone and go to Canvas that way, you can upload directly to your phone. So, I mean, if that's you try it, if it's easier, if it's not easier, whatever you're doing is fine. Like if you have a system worked out, then I'll make it work. I just have to like have a second, player opened up, but that's not a huge deal. But yeah, if you have the Canvas app, I've heard the Canvas app submitting from phone is really really easy too. Um, well, so what I'm saying is like, yeah, you can have the Canvas app on your phone, but you can also just go like to like Google Chrome on your phone and go to Canvas and sign into Canvas like you would in a computer, and you should be able to submit assignments that way, like from your phone. So, just saying. Um, tis what it is. If you got something that's worked out, then you just keep doing it, and I'll make it work. It's not a big deal. But I mean, it's up to you. Um, huh? Weird. Do 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 do. Easter was good. It was Why is this fighting back against me? Hmm. It was, relatively, obviously not much going on, right? We're all sitting around, hanging out. Um, but we're somewhat fortunate. We have family that lives directly across the street from us, so we got together with them. There was only 4 of us, but we had some. It was good. Four Rivers Barbecue does like Easter and like I guess like holiday catering. So they ordered some like hams, like smoked ham and smoked turkey and sides. So we had a really good Easter dinner. It was a good time. Have fun, Tyler. Do 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 do. So yeah, it was tasty, and got to see family at least a little bit, which was nice. So we did some Google Hangouts with our family up in Georgia on Saturday night. We had to play some Jackbox games with them, so that was a good time. But I mean, yeah, obviously it's hard to do anything given the current circumstances. So okay, what is the Office card game? Ethan, that's for you to figure out, my man. Also, I really like how I gave like this huge list of like listings to do or like options to choose from, and so far like 90% of folks have done Jupiter because it's first, and this week I got a bunch of people that did was like 1812 Overture is second. So it's like, okay, well I gave you this whole list of stuff to like to try and find songs that you guys would enjoy. And I figured some folks, oh, I'll just scroll down and find something. It's like, no, everyone's just doing Jupiter, which is fun. It's a great piece of music. It's first on the list for a reason. It's like, okay, I'm going through making a list of songs I like. Sure, 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 sure. Um, but yeah, by all means, if you want to like scroll down a bit in the Spotify and find some cool stuff. I've had a lot of folks either do Jupiter or go down and find Youngblood Brass Band and do Brooklyn, which is interesting that one like popped up as one that people really wanted to hear. I guess because like the band has a cool name. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, by all means, go down a lit. A couple folks did Vientos y Tangos, which is a great tune. Um, Definitely check out. Elsa's Procession, also a very hot chart. Makes for an excellent wedding march. That's what it is in the actual, opera it's in as well. Noisy Wheels of Joy, also great. Arabesque is maybe one of the coolest pieces on here. Just saying. Vesuvius got some sick alto sax solos. Let's see. Ska, if you like ska, the genre, if you don't know what ska is, listen to this song. This is ska. Pretty piece, cool piece, Latin piece, cool piece, cool piece, pretty piece, pretty piece, pretty piece, weird pretty piece. Band standards, looking Trapozzi. Some folks did some of these. These are great. You will hopefully play these at some point in your band careers, and if you don't, then womp womp because you're missing out. But those are all really hard. That's like upper level high school, like grade 6 / masterwork level. To play the whole Lincolnshire Posy that's a big ask. That's a lot of music too. That's like 10 minutes of really really hard stuff in some cases. That's nice. You get money in your eggs, man. I just get eggs in my eggs. Rippling watercolors is cool. That's a very achievable middle school piece. Same with Blue Ridge Reel. Same. This is like the middle school little block right here. These are all like middle school playable pieces. Birdland, great jazz chart. Played that last year. Jazz band. The Maslanka Give Us This Day. It's very good. There's more than one movement, but I put just number 2 on there. Very fast. This is high school level, high school level. Sweet French horn stuff in Dusk. If you haven't heard Dusk before, Sheltering Sky, high school level. John Mackey's kind of a big deal these days. He's one of like the more prolific modern composers. This piece is serious business. Angels in the Architecture. That's like grade 6 masterwork level high school. Frank Kelly, big deal. Modern composer. Tempered Steel is cool if you play brass. Any trombone, baritone, tuba players, check out Tempered Steel. Just saying. I mean, there's obviously a lot of ones on here that I have not said something explicit about, but they're, hey, check them out. Find some cool ones. Find some cool ones. In fact, let me see here. I'm gonna put on this arabesque because I like it. We'll turn it down a little bit. All right, so yes, Griffin, only 2 days late, but you did. I'll have to go back and grade that. I didn't do any grades yesterday. Next time, do it without your mother threatening you. It's an idea. I know you have free time. I am very happy the egg stuff is over. I'm excited to play Animal Crossing for today for the first time in 2 weeks. And we'll get to that here in a couple minutes. Flute excitement. Alright. I feel like, is Canvas actually working for y'all this morning? Because my Canvas is really unhappy. Yeah, I was trying to do some grades before I got on stream, and it's just like... just staring at it, waiting, and it was pulling up really, really slow again, so... Yeah, what did Zipper give away for getting all the eggs? I didn't even, like, get on yesterday. Yep, that's how you do it there, Griffin. He's right. I mean, you can also, you can just, yeah, you can save TikToks as, like, video files and upload them to your computer, too, if you want. This is a high school, like, level 6 kind of piece. My buddy, my first job, that I kind of helped build that middle school program. My buddy is the high school director there for the last couple of years, and he got his kids doing, like, we were like grade 3, 4 when I got there, which is, like, respectable. But he ended up with taking the year I left, he ended up taking this as part of a grade 6 program and got straight superiors on stage. And this is some serious stuff going on here, right? Like, these woodwind parts are killer. Percussion, no slouch either. Plus, you got some sick clapping. No easy parts of this song. Everyone's got something somewhere. Just saying. If you want to play some 30-second notes, you play some arabesque. Alrighty, let's see here. Why is it doing that? Let's see. I may have to leave y'all here for a second while I go fix something with my setup. Yeah, give me a minute here. Be right back. Somehow my Xbox just changed networks on me, which is interesting, which makes this whole setup not work if it's not on the same network as the computer. Alright, let's try this now.
Keep the bathroom fresh for whoever's got next. Come on. Hey, hey. Grab the breeze, air after flushing, show you can.
Not as catchy, unfortunately. Alright, let's see here. So, unfortunately, my network is having some issues with the old... Let me just try and restart. Let's just see what happens if I do that. Well, no, I'm on the right network, aren't I? Because I cannot do Animal Crossing if these are not agreeing with each other, and they're not currently. And if I change my computer's network, then I'm going to end up making the stream crash. Yeah, it definitely is an ad. I don't really know why it does that. Whatever, I'll restart and we'll see what happens. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. Who can say? Alright, other questions though for business time here while we are getting set up for other things? Feel free to ask. I'll be over here doing a couple emails while that's going on. I would encourage you to, again, only 5 this week required, right? And I've tried to, there's a pretty good mix again of ones that don't require, instrument, if that, is an issue at all for you. So there are some that do require instruments, obviously, but good luck this week with your 5. Like I said, trying to have something turned in by Wednesday so I can give you credit for attendance. Didn't we already hear Vesuvius on stream? Or did I play this one last week? This one's pretty good. Hey, Zion. Zion, have you turned in the assignments? I don't remember seeing a bunch from you this week. Maybe I'm crazy. I do have to grade like 1,000+ assignments a week now, so I kind of forget. Hello. This is the alto sax solo from your dreams. Technically, it's clarinet's playing right now, but that melody gets passed around a whole bunch. Alright, let's see here. Maybe it's working now. Dynamics. Those rips are real nice. Huh. Alright, well, may not be an Animal Crossing day after all. At least not on stream. The problem is my computer somehow switched over. I guess when I restarted yesterday, it switched over to my standard network, and my Xbox is normally on the 5G network at my house, and so is my computer, and somehow that got their wires crossed. And unless I switch my computer to the 5G network, which I think would crash the stream, then I can't do that. I mean, I can try it. I guess I can always just restart the stream. So, I'm going to press the button and see what happens here. Gee, I don't know. Cool. Let's just do that then. And then we move you. Yes. Continue. Okay. Oh, wait. Everything's turned off now, right? Okay. Good thing Vesuvius is here to entertain us. OBS, where did you go? There you are. Wow, I'm like, my camera's all glitching out. That's cool. Alright, that's good. That's good. Volume mixer is where? Okay, doing that. Nope, that's not going to do it. Where's settings? There's settings. I wish there was like a shortcut to restarting your Switch. I don't know if there is one. Where's the restart button at all? I thought I knew where it was at. Boy, I'm having a real problem today, y'all. I'm sorry. Alright, some of the Switch helped me out. I thought the restart was under the system settings, but it's not there. Do I just need to go to the power button there and do that? That's just sleep mode. Let's be nice, team. The problem is I'm not getting any audio, and I like Animal Crossing with audio. I'm trying to fix that, and it's not working. And the problem is the Switch needs to restart, I think, because it like is freaking out. But I don't know how. Again, someone with a Switch, how do I restart a Switch? I thought I could just I thought I knew where it was at, and I guess I don't. I thought it was in settings, but I'm not seeing it pop up. There's a button you can do like, hey, restart my Switch. Do I see to hold down power? No, it's just airplane mode. I don't want airplane mode or sleep. I want straight up restart me. So weird. Okay, well, maybe if I go press it, BRB. Yeah, I'm able to do it if I go over there and like hold down the actual like console's power button on the top left, but there's like no way to do it remotely from a Pro controller, which is bizarre. I swear there was a restart feature in like originally. I swear there was a restart feature. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I don't know why that is how that works. Like, I thought there used to be a way to go to like settings and do like restart now, because that like yeah, if you want to restart it, you have to get up and or hold the button down. Like there should be an easier way. And it's crazy. There's not an easier way. I start at 10 every day, my man. Just so you know. We do business for the first little bit, then we play a game for the last little bit. But Animal Crossing is currently fighting back for some reason. All right, maybe I just need to restart this app because I'm getting no volume still. Do 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 do. Close. No, I don't need Xbox One. I'm saying I need the Switch restart. That's the problem. Um, all right, let's see here. I definitely have audio working now. That's good. There's that. Connect. Stream. There we go. Man, that was complicated. I don't know why it was that complicated, but that was complicated. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Pressing the button. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Turn you down a little bit. Uh-huh. And chat over here. Whoop. Nope. Uh-huh. Yep. There. Mm-hmm. There we go. Uh-huh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Alright. Wow, that's still really loud. I guess I could just turn my computer down. Are they informational or entertaining when nothing is happening any day? I don't know. It's a tough question. Okay, so, guys, it's been 5 days, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the 5th day since you last saw this island, and man, things changed. Not my hat. The power helmet It's gonna stay on for a little bit. If I can find some power armor, I'm gonna be just real happy. But man, some things have changed. So, I don't know. I mean, all right, you ready? We got a smoker. The smoker, for some reason, only cooks pizza. I don't know. I don't know. All right, ladies in chat, be nice, or everyone gets silenced. That's fine with me too. So we got smoke. We got a fish drying rack. I don't know why. I guess my lawnmower's here still. We're gonna figure out what the fire is going on, and I don't have a plan for that yet. There's definitely gonna be some relocation of this random stuff at some point, but you know we'll get there in a little bit. If it's TikTok, I guess you can do it. Wow, so much stuff. Oh, because I got a new addition to my house, yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, I've put zero effort into actually decorating my house so far, whereas my wife is like gone nuts. So I don't actually know how the point scores work in this game yet. You used to have to like feng shui a certain way, right? Like you actually would have to follow feng shui principles, because feng shui is the art, like the Japanese art. I think it's Japanese art of like designing like interior spaces. Like in like certain colored things should be in certain locations based on like which way your house faces, and like there's a certain kind of like organizational aspect to it that's kind of a neat thing. So I have not done much of that yet. I'll get there eventually. I figured I'd get my house like pretty much. Oh yeah, right. There's dirt floor from last week because that Campbell sold me some dang dirt for 5,000 bells. Also, that's really inconsiderate of my dresser for doing that. Okay, dresser. Let's. How do I? Do I? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I can. Okay, great. Okay. That's not a good spot either, though. Okay, let's move you maybe up here for right now. How do I rotate things if I do that? Can I? Nope. Whatever. I can just go turn this in a second. It's not a big deal. I'm sure there's a way to do it. That's not what it is. Oh wait, it says rotate. No. Well, yeah. I mean, do I then do? No. Well, whatever. I'll rotate it. Oh. Okay. All right. Fine. Just press the A button a bunch. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so anyway, let's drop some of this stuff. Let's see what it is first. We should have a new album. I think this stereo player can be loaded with albums. I don't know for sure. There must be a way to do it though, right? We'll just hang on the wall for right now. We'll come back to that. Same with our KK Cosba here. Nope. Uh-huh. And then let's see what these all are. We have Mom's Tissue Box. Okay, weird. Velvet Stool. Also weird. Oh, bronze plaque. I think I already have a silver plaque. Why'd they send me a bronze one? Whatever. We'll put it up here. Oh, well, no we won't. Marimba? Let's go! Alright. I mean, having a music room in my house would be... Oh, this is the game room. Okay, I got one pinball machine now. We're really getting decorating here, I know. So will this be the music room? Sure, why not? Alright, let's go. Well, that's just great. Alright, we're on it. My printer just woke up and started cleaning itself, which I didn't know it could do. That's rather fascinating. Alright, so storage. Let's storage. Alright, we got some basic items for the day. That's okay. We got enough tools to be alright. Alright, let's go on about here. Let's show off the new island stuff before we start doing chores. Alright, so first off we have a new guest in our a town, or a new resident of our town. He is a moose. His name is Eric, and he is my best friend. Did you guys meet Eric last week? Was that on stream? I don't think I had Eric last week. I think he came like on Thursday or Friday. But man, what a champ. We still love Gale too, but Eric is my boy. There he. Look at this guy. Look how fun he is. Look at his sweater. What a treasure. Look at his little horns. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Man. It is underneath. Eric, you're so right, dude. Man. Just let's hang out and be best friends. Alright, so the wife's done a little bit of landscaping. We've got some trees now that look competent and not like I just threw down garbage everywhere. So that's, you know, a plus. We did finish the stairs officially, so we have some brick stairs. And there are, guess what? No more eggs. Only F's in chat from here. Yay! No more eggs. This is the best. Do 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 do. No more E's. Only fossils. I can no longer be disappointed by seeing an X on the ground and knowing it's not going to be a fossil, because that's nothing felt worse than that, right? That was a bad feeling for that whole 2-week span. Also, no more dumb eggs as fish. I can just catch fish. I'll be honest, I didn't even do the fishing contest on Saturday because I didn't want to catch eggs. That's how much I hated the eggs. It's my island's first fishing contest. I participated this many times. I was like, no, I'm just not going to do this right now. Anyway, so the orchard layout, my wife was like, oh, let's be smart and put these in windows so it's not just like a straight grid where you can't see anything. Now it's like kind of offset, like stair step. And this looks way better and is way easier to like see your fruit and look out for like X's between the trees, right? Like digging spots. So that's pretty awesome. We're only down to like a few more trees that are stuck not growing, so we'll have to move these last couple to get them grown. But it's only like 4 or 5, not like 1,000, so that's awesome. She did a bunch of legwork, moving some trees around the last couple days. New bridge, I think, also just opened. Didn't she? Oh yeah, no more vaulting pole for us, boys and girls. We can just walk and be free. She got some flowers planted. Got a flamingo. It's pretty exciting. Let's go check out her house here. I bet it's pretty crazily well designed. So, she did some work. So yeah, we have sitting room here. Those are presents for anyone that comes to the island. She has housewarming gifts to give away, or visitor gifts, which is pretty crazy. Put a lot of effort into that. This is the I guess this is the plant appreciation room. Yep, a little greenhouse action, pretty fun. All right, Ever. Let's not go crazy. I like the dab emoji too, but you gotta play your card once, not 30 times in a row. So we have basic bedroom stuff. I know she had to come take a couple of recipes from me because I don't think she got like the basic dressers somehow that I got as I played the game. So I don't know how like the multiple people on an island thing works out in the grand scheme of like how that works. And then this back room, I forget what this is. Yeah, she definitely has taken some time to design and... Oh yeah, kitchen! Look how fun this kitchen is. The coffee grinder makes coffee grinder sounds, and I love it. For some reason in this game, refrigerators let you change clothes. And like it thinks the fridge, I guess the fridge and the closet share the same model, so if it was my fridge in my house, I could change clothes from my fridge. I don't fully understand how that works, but I know that is how that works. So, yep, refrigerators are closets. Yep, she's a lot better at this game than me as far as the aesthetic side of things. I just get so much like I'm chasing those bells. Like I get so much into trying to get the house done that I don't actually do much designing. And to be fair, it's kind of a cool idea. Like you probably should design while you play the game, so you don't just like design once. You can like redo. Like, oh, now I've got a basement. I should like move some stuff down to the basement and have that be like a thing. Oh, hello. Let's talk to this guy for like 100 minutes here. I do have Mario Kart. It's a good Mario Kart. I wish he gave you like a different task, not just the same task. And also to like, I forget so he gives you the recipe for a golden tool, but you have to do it 30 times. Like his bit, and he only shows up like once every few days, so like you're not gonna get his thing for a long time. And I think it's like, I don't know what golden tool he gives you. If it's like, I don't think it's shovel. Maybe it is shovel. Back in my day, we used to just plant a shovel in a golden spot, and it would grow a golden shovel. And that's how science should work. Mario Kart is a great game, I just don't play it a whole bunch anymore. There's a lot of games I don't have time to play anymore. That's just the way it goes. Whoop! Digging's hard. You guys love your dab emojis. Hey, our other bridge, also done. This is way easier now, which is awesome. I don't actually have enough bells for that golden spot, so I'll let my wife do that one later, because she's been using a bunch of the money, and I have no money. We're going for a real Main Street USA vibe here eventually. Sorry, I'll show off well, here, no, I should do it right now. Oh, nope, there's a clam. Oh, nope, that's not a clam, that's a footprint. Alright, so we have now the Botanical Gardens. She's like a rainbow pattern set up here, so it'll go red, orange, yellow, and then run out of colors because green. Well, I guess it'll go to blue eventually, right? Because add a nice fountain. We got a bunch of flowers now. There's the blue. We gotta skip green because, you know, nothing's green. There's no green flowers in this game. Whole nice sitting area. It's like sit and chill, just vibe for a little bit, you know? The cool thing is you can, yeah, make road patterns and then put them on the ground like you do you basically use the decorating tool to make like a road pattern, like the design tool, and then you can put it in the ground as like steps. So that's a really super neat thing this game offered that the previous games did not. At least not to my knowledge. So that's pretty cool. We're trying up here, so we have like the nursery area up here, so we're trying to get these to make the hybrid colors. Just to see what happens. We're trying not to research into like how the stuff works. We're just trying to do it. I know the checkerboard pattern's a thing. You need to water it. But as far as like what colors mix and make what hybrid color, we're gonna let fate tell us that. It's kind of fun to learn things for yourself sometimes. Was there... Okay, yeah, these are new plants up there. We found, what, 2 fossils now? So that's good. Yeah, okay. Keep an eye out for the last 2. Probably gonna be up here somewhere. Oh. Hot dog. Hot dogs sound pretty good right now, actually. I forgot to eat breakfast this morning. Was anyone else going to do the Star Wars half marathon that was supposed to happen next weekend? Because I was signed up. And at least the good thing is we get a refund, right? And that's like, me and the wife were both going to run it. It's like a lot of money we got in a refund at a time when, you know, hey, money's going to be a little bit tight. Because she actually just got furloughed, so she will not be working after Friday, which is a big yikes, but is what it is. But I'm thinking about doing my own Star Wars half marathon on Saturday or Sunday this week. Just, you know, I did 8 miles yesterday, so if I can do 8, I can do 13, and just like make a course around the neighborhood. Yeah, she will. we'll figure it out. A lot of times you have to use up all of your like paid time off before you're able to file for unemployment. So she has like a whole month of paid time off, which is a good thing. And hopefully Disney's back open to some degree within a month. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You normally see the fish that are this big up this high, so maybe it's a special one. We'll see. It'll probably end up being like a whatever black bass, but you can say we did. No, furlough just means you stop going to work and they stop paying you. As a teacher, I basically get furloughed every summer, right? Like I only get paid for the months I'm there teaching, and I don't get paid in the summer when I'm not there teaching. In Georgia, that wasn't the case. In Georgia, technically no, you're never getting paid for the summer because you're not quote unquote working. So I don't get just like money for free. They basically just take in Georgia, they would take your 10-month working contract and expand it over 12 months. So basically, they would just, they would pay you over the summer, but really you're just making the money you would have made. They keep some of it back to give you as like a paycheck in the summer. But in Florida, you do not get paid over the summer. So you get paid out your full amount in those 10 months or those, whatever, 10 and a half months, and you have to go the June, July on your own savings. So, yeah. But it is what it is. That's why, save up money when you can, so when stuff like this happens, you're not sitting there hopefully scrabbling too bad. But yeah, we'll see how it happens. At least you'll have lots of time for Animal Crossing after this week. So our island's gonna start to look like crazy. Give her like 3 days, and this place will be like. She'll make Main Street USA of Disney somehow in this game, and it's gonna look exactly right. Cherry, cherry, cherry. Yeah, I was going to do stock market. So again, third week in a row, you're going to make an excuse. Man, stock market yesterday, I knew I wasn't going to do as of Saturday. I couldn't afford to buy any turnips. I just paid off my house, right? So all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, I had 1,000 bells left in my pockets. I'm like, well, I'm not going to, it was already like, whatever, 9 or 10 p.m. on Saturday I was doing that. I'm like, I'm not going to spend like a couple hours here just catching fish, trying to hope I get enough to, be able to actually buy a reasonable amount of turnips to sell. So I just took another hit this week, and I won't be doing turnips for a while. Maybe this week I start actively doing that. Yeah, the governor said that, and I don't think that's realistic. I'm sorry. The problem is not the kids getting sick, right? Because, there's not that many cases of younger people, but there are some of younger folks getting sick. But the problem is then younger people getting being able to carry the virus home to people that are susceptible. So it's not going to happen. At least I don't think so. Maybe I'm crazy. That's not for me to decide, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, but and plus also like, hey, I'm over 25. I don't want to go to school and get sick from a kid who carried it from home somehow or whatever the case is. So yeah, it's like kids don't get sick. Well, how many kids are teachers? So if you want to have school and have no one there to actually do anything with them, like good luck. And if we go back for 2 weeks, like, oh, I've already done this wrong. Like, what's the what can we like meaningfully do in 2 weeks? There's like, we're not gonna go back and test. Like, that's not gonna happen. That's already definitely not gonna happen. Like, we can't go back and get a concert ready to like I could plan a concert. I could have the date still set, but in 2 weeks we wouldn't be able to like sit there and rehearse anything real hot and heavy. But okay, hey, we'll have a concert and just show off what we can do like in a week. Cool. But then how do I get logistics planned out for a whole concert and then have 1,000 folks show up in a room together? Like, there's a lot of big yikes about those plans. So Tyler, fun fact, here I'll show you down here. If you just hit a rock once, like without a hole behind you, the rock pushes you back. Like the animation of you hitting the rock pushes you backwards, and after about 3 or 4 strikes, then you're out of range of the rock, and you have to stop and reset yourself forward. And you only get X number of seconds to hit the rock and the maximum number of times you can hit the rock is 8. So if you don't do the hole trick here, odds are you end up basically hitting it maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7 times. I think you can get 8 if you're like really fast and like down to like the frame optimize your like running forward again pattern, but um, basically it prevents that knockback animation, so you never have to worry about, okay, well, I have to reset myself, or hey, I'm going to miss the rock and dig a hole in front of me by accident. So it's just an extra little safety measure, so you don't lose any, optimizations of hitting the rock the full amount. Because if you get the money rock, like that last hit's worth like 4,000 bells, so it stinks to hit it 7 times and miss the 8th because you just didn't have the safety of the holes behind you to help you like stay up against it. Because then it's like, okay, well, I just lost 4,000 bells, so I didn't take the time to dig 2 holes, right? So that's just one of those tricks. I mean, that's been in Animal Crossing forever. I think even the GameCube version had the pushback, so you would dig the holes behind you, and you could get the maximum number of hits in the rock. So, like I said, this game doesn't tell you these kind of things. Like, some things you just picked up over time. Like, the whole, like, hey, bury money in the golden hole thing. Like, that, this game never tells you that. But I played the previous game, so I knew that was a thing. We're going to have Money Rock, I guess, somewhere else. Did I get the one up in the orchard? Is that one, or maybe my wife broke that rock, which would be fine, because we should, because it shouldn't be in the middle of the orchard, taking up space. Because there was a rock, like, right here somewhere, right? Yeah, it's gone. I guess she must have broken it up. Okay. Alright, we already got those 2 rocks. We did that rock up there. There's one up in the highlands. I still don't have enough bells to actually do anything with that, do I? Yeah, no. Okay. The problem is that now I can't run in these areas anymore because, of course, I can't. I'll break the flowers. Okay, there should be a rock still up here. Unless she broke that one too somehow? I guess she did. Wow, okay, well, man. I don't know where our rocks are anymore, y'all. But I kind of need money rocks so I can afford to do golden tree planting. Like your assignments for theater or what? Oh, nope. Don't want to shovel a butterfly. That'd be awful. Nope. Okay. Man, seriously, did I like miss a rock here somewhere? I'm confused. It's not up here. I thought it would be up here. Is everybody Stonehenge now? Well, I didn't check down here, actually, to be fair. Okay. Maybe it moved over here? Okay, well, we got some peaches. Aha! That's where they went. Money! If you're struggling with submitting assignments, because there's been a couple of folks who said that has been a problem in some classes, I would just go ahead and try and submit and then send the teacher a message saying, hey, I submitted these. Is it showing them as submitted? Because, I mean, all we can see is what we can see, right? And so, now, granted, someone has tried that with me 2 weeks in a row, and I think that that is just them being lazy, or I'm saying lazy, them not doing their assignments on time. So if it happens again this week, because now it's like, okay, you need to send me a message as soon as you've done these assignments. And if they try it on, like, Saturday, It's like, okay, well, hey, I told you to submit it early and let me know, and not wait to the last second. So, but yeah, if you do your theater thing, like, hey, send Miss Sheridan a message, like, hey, I did my theater thing. Can you see if it's showing up right? And if not, a lot of times you can then just like send files through the Canvas Messenger instead. I've had a lot of folks, who maybe had issues with Canvas for whatever reason, but they sent me like, hey, here's my video file of me doing this, and they sent it to me like through the Canvas Messenger itself, like as as like attached files. Okay, got a bunch of that stuff. Let's see what's for sale in the old T-shirt shop today. In fact, let me pause this and check. I got a couple emails came in just a couple seconds ago. Let me make sure those aren't anything crazy important. Right, let's see here. That's not a big deal. Alright, let's see here. Record. Well, let me see. Can I reopen assignments here? Because someone just said they had a problem submitting something on Thursday. I don't know why they waited till Monday to let me know, but let's see here. Can I... I made them in here, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. All right. So what I'm going to do to help prevent this happening in the future is I found a way to design the assignments and then have me able to leave them open and not have them mess up future assignments. So basically, when you look at band bingo, like week, 2, 3, or whatever, 3, 4 from here on out, it's gonna say it's due on Friday. It'll let you submit it later than that, and it shouldn't be like it should be able to stay open. So if someone, yeah, for whatever reason couldn't get something turned in on Friday, hey, well, it's not gonna lock anymore on like Saturday or Sunday morning. It will leave itself available. Now, will I go back and grade it? If you don't tell me, probably not, because it's so hard for me because I get so many like Canvas notifications as far as like people turning stuff in. There is no way for me to parse out. Like if you go back and turn in something from like 2 weeks ago, that's not going to surface in my Canvas. Like there's no one going to find that and be like, oh, you submitted this thing. You need to like get on there and say like, hey, I submitted this thing. Can you go back and do it? Or go back and like let me submit it, or wow, sorry, I can't type and talk. Hey, can you go back and let me get credit for this? Because if it's like, hey, I turned in that Spotify thing from last week, that's fine. It still takes me a while to go back and have to redo. So I encourage you not to turn in late because it may just be like I don't get around to it and your grade stays bad. Sorry, but I'm gonna have like 1,000 assignments rolling in per week now, and just like I can't go back and assume that you did it unless you tell me. And even if you tell me, I'm not going to be happy with you because it's like I didn't have to go back into previous weeks and like go back and edit the grades and go back into Skyward and change the grades there. It's like a ton of extra clicks. So I will probably greatly regret doing this, but I know it's easier for y'all. It's just going to be still turn your stuff in on time, or we're going to all be real deep in the doo-doo. So I'm ignoring chat for a little bit here. Wow. Canvas is not like when you change the due dates on things. It really doesn't want you to do that at all. It takes me, like, I have to fully delete the line 3 times to make it not come back. Which is crazy. That one worked. Maybe just Canvas is just struggling right now. It's possible too. We know it does struggle on these days, especially Monday mornings. Anything important in chat happening right now? Nope. Okay, cool. Good. No. Arrgh. Last couple here. Okay, here we go. Delete. Delete again. Okay, that should be done. Okay, that email's not important. No, it's not that important. Okay, back to work. That's kind of a fun mustache. Oh, but toga. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could wear a toga. A toga and a power helmet? I mean, what's not to like? This is great. Alright. Well, if I wear a mustache, I'm gonna not be able to wear my helmet anymore, and I'd be sad. Because she's the owner of the shop. She wants to make sure if I need anything, she can like sell it to me. The little kids do it too. Timmy and Tommy follow you around too. Still no red shoes. Real disappointing. Real disappointing. I need like some flip flops to go with this toga. I mean, it's working. I guess, whatever. See? They follow you around and corner you. What is hot today? Wooden block chair. Alright, it's not bad. Would have been a bad turnip anyway. Do 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 do. Well, I guess I shouldn't sell you because I need fish bait at some point. Is that it? That's it, yeah. Remind me to go dig up 2 more communicator parts too, and that gold spot. And I don't have much time, oh no! And I need to go to the bathroom, but that can hopefully wait 15 more minutes. Alright, let's go. Clams, make yourself known. Where are you at? money butterfly, let's go. Mhm. Seriously, where are all these clams at? Normally there's like 1,000 when you don't need them, and as soon as you actually like want to make fish bait, they all just like go away. Email just came through the computer. Oh. One more communicator part. My boy Eric's down here too, hanging out on the beach. Alright. You good, Gulliver? Eric's like, yeah, this pelican's crazy. What do you think, dude? Chow down! Alright. I mean, let's go cooking. Okay, that was step one. What was step two? Step two was golden spot. Right. Okay. Wow. So my wife had a big weekend, I guess. Jeez, look at that. We have all the Disney's Animal Kingdom. That's good. Jeez. You can't import those, so maybe she just imported some of them, but I don't know. She probably made them, being real. Are you just a carp? I don't really want a carp, but you're a big fishy. Yeah, you're just a carp. Okay, what else on the to-do list here, y'all? I ain't got a ton of time left. Did we find all 4 fossils? Oh, we have 3 fossils. That's gonna hurt my heart all day long. Was there a 4th X I missed somewhere? I've started to like ignore them because of the egg crisis, and now I need to actually care about X's again, and I'm not sure if I can. I gotta like retrain my eyes. Okay, let's go at least get these fossils noted, and worst case, like I said, my wife can dig up the last one later. She'll find it somewhere, like in one of the, orange groves or something. It'll pop up. It's not here at the campsite. Whoa! You're a fast butterfly. Oh, come here. Nope. Wow, it did come here. That was great. Convenient. Oh. Disagreeable. This game is my jam. Oh, all right, cool. Why not? Take a load off for a second. All right, back to it. I have to go to Nook Miles to get signed in too. Don't let me forget. I can't just go into houses because if the person isn't there, it won't let you in their house. So all the animals are kind of out and about during the day, so you can't really just go in their houses. Okay, so no new fossils today. Big yikes. My Okay, so I guess my wife already got that fast butterfly donated. Favorite action adventure game? I don't know. What is that? That's a pretty broad category. Um, like of all time, I don't know. There's a game on Super Nintendo I like a lot called Secret of Evermore. That's like not really super well known, I guess, but I think is a really cool game. Modern games, I like the Dark Souls games. I just played through Sekiro when that came out and had a good time with that. I'm playing a bunch of Path of Exile right now, which is like a top-down, like isometric, like Diablo, like game, kind of whatever you call those, loot games. I haven't played Spider-Man PS4. I want to. At some point, I will. Like I said, I'll probably get a PS5 when they come out at some point and pick that up, and that can be my Christmas break game or something. If those consoles even still launch at holiday, which they may not, they may all get pushed back to March next year. Just being honest. What's the money? I like Diablo 3 a bunch. I had my fun with that game. Path of Exile is like a little more, well, Path of Exile is very much like Diablo, and it is free, which is cool. But it is it's an incredibly dense game. Like, if they make Diablo 4 and it's not more like Path of Exile, then I think that people will not be into Diablo 4, because Path of Exile is what Diablo 3 kind of wishes it could be, which is like a really dense version of Diablo 2. But man, Path of Exile is impenetrable. Like there's so much. Like there's every time you discover a system, like you play 20 more minutes and there's a whole other system that's like a whole different thing, and by the end of the game you kind of know them all, and then like you're like, oh, here's another system, and it's like, man, there's just so much in that game. And it's like, I guess if you've played for like, it's been out for 10 years or something, right? Like if you've played since day one, it's all built up kind of nicely, and like you have this like working knowledge, but you walk into a brick wall your first time playing that game, because there's just so much to know. And even somebody who played a bunch of those kind of games, like it's a lot. It's a lot. I played some Forza, the new Forza Horizon, because it's on PC. It's on Game Pass for PC, and I like that game a lot. Driving games I get like really into for like a couple weeks, and I'm like, okay, that was fine. Like I like playing them once in a while, but I can't do nothing but driving game. Um, I do want to. So I wanted Modern Warfare 2 interests me. The remake of it, because I played that. That was my first like Modern Warfare game I got really into back in the day. But the issue is that, again, like I don't. To put it bluntly, spending money right now on frivolous things sounds like not a good idea, right? Like I won't be getting paid after May, because if we're not in school, I'm not getting paid. Wife just got furloughed, so $30 is $30. So I'm not going to just go out and buy random stuff right now, but it's interesting. Like I'm interested to see how they redid that campaign. Um, let's go ahead and soar you. Yeah, I need to maybe try Warzone at some point. We'll see. Like I said, I maybe I haven't said it. I don't dislike those kind of games. I don't want to go play them by myself. Like I enjoy playing with my friends. Games like this is different. This is a solo kind of game, right? But I don't want to go on and play like a Warzone by myself with random people. Same with like Apex. It's like I enjoy playing Apex when I have like a group of 3 I want to play with. But if it's just me playing by myself, like I just don't have a good time with those games. That's not what I'm into. That they're good, but it's just like I don't want to play by myself. I play a bunch of Dota 2 when like my friends are into Dota 2, because like it's fun to get like 3 or 4 or 5 people together and make a team, and that's all fine. But then we play for like a few weeks or a month, and then people all start getting really angry with each other, and that is not a lot of fun. And then we all stop and cool down for like a while and come back to it a few months later. So, um, you know, it's one of those things. No, I don't need to play with children. Thank you for the offer, though. I have adult friends I don't have enough time to play with. I don't need to play with kids too. Do, do, I think I'm all caught up for chores here today. I don't have really time to go to like another random island. Oh, I need to get a check-in up here. Mortal Kombat is better than what? Yeah, I know Warzone is free, so I'm thinking about trying it out. Hey, 7 days in a row. Destiny 2 is good. I like Destiny 2. Like I said, my problem with that game is just you know that a month from now, whatever you're doing is not going to matter anymore, and that makes me sad. And that's like, again, if I had all the time in the world, different story, right? Like I played a bunch of World of Warcraft back in the day. I know all about that, the whole loot treadmill, and at least in that game, you feel like by the time you got like a bunch of great gear, if you were fast enough at it, it was going to stay relevant for a little bit till like either the next big patch or expansion dropped. But Destiny's so like month to month. It's like, okay, if you don't play for a month, does it matter? Because if you just come back the next month, then you could just get right back up to the highest level with the same amount of time, right? And at a certain point, it's like, okay, if I'm going to put a bunch of time in to be like a relevant light level, and it only lasts me 3 weeks, like that doesn't feel good. So that's my problem with Destiny 2. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I like that game a lot. It plays good. But yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll do an island here. I mean, yeah, that's a cool thing. So that's unfair, right? The cool thing about Destiny is that yes, month to month it does change. You're not playing the same game for like a year straight. Like, that's what that game needs. But it's tough because you want, and there's no good answer, right? That's the problem with those games. Like if you don't put out like another level to grind for, right? Like the next light tier up, then all of your hardcore players are like, well, what's in this for me? Like there's a new game mode I can play for, a couple days, and I'm sitting there saying, okay, well I'm bored. Like the grind is gone, right? You need to have that grind to get the people playing, to keep them in, to keep the playlist fresh, all that kind of stuff. But if you then make it where that's the thing where like, hey, you work really hard, you got this pinnacle light level, and now nothing ever gets better, well then your folks who are like your hardcore people don't keep playing. All of your regular people are now really far behind, and to try and catch up as like a normie casual player, like it takes forever. So you kind of need it to be that leapfrog. But then as the normie casual player, it's like, okay, well, if I just don't do anything for 6 months and come back, I could get geared up and play in the same amount of time it would take me any other season, basically, right? Like you lose that like early crutch of like, okay, I'm at 900 right now, so getting 905 won't take long. If you start at 700, the first couple levels are harder, but you get gear so fast, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm sure over the summer maybe I'll do a month of Destiny and be into it. Um, that's a pretty cool hat. But right now, not on the docket. I'm playing a little bit of Animal Crossing, DJKK. All right. So I got Animal Crossing on the docket. I'm playing a little bit of Path of Exile, and then other than that, I am doing a bunch of work on the computer, right? School stuff and grades, and I just don't want to sit in the computer, so I don't play a bunch on here when I'm not actively doing school stuff. So I guess I'm watching a lot more TV than I've ever watched before because I just don't want to sit here. And I'm reading a lot more books than I've read. I'm getting out and running as often as I can. Every other day I'm running 3 to 8 miles. Like I'm trying to do some different stuff in the routine, so I don't just sit here all day and like just get into like a potato mode. Um, Star Wars: The Last Jedi is a movie, not a game. Do you mean Jedi Fallen Order? I assume you mean Jedi Fallen Order, because I don't think there's a Last Jedi game, unless I'm crazy. Okay. I I think I've already talked about Fallen Order. I did not like that game. It's not a bad game. It's just, and I played the whole thing. Like I didn't like it, but I played the whole thing. Um, the story was actually pretty good. It was interesting, right? Like it's just like I like those like side story Star Wars things that like kind of just they can divorce themselves almost entirely from like the main canon and kind of like do their own things. So like at the end of that game, you get a little bit of time at the end of that game to some mainline Star Wars stuff, and I won't spoil it for anybody here. But that game didn't know what it wanted to be. It wanted to be like a Tomb Raider game, and did an okay job at that. It wanted to be a Dark Souls game, and did kind of an okay job at that. It wanted to be this narrative game, and it did the best it probably could at that. But it was so 75% of the way there in so many different directions. Like it just kind of felt like it didn't commit to the one. And I'm not saying it had to be good. I'm just saying that it just kind of felt like 75% of a really good game in a lot of different ways, but it wasn't like a great game in one way. So that's is what it is. Yeah, yeah. I have Star Wars. I have Battlefront 2. I like that game. It's a good like, hey, I'll play it for an hour, and there's not like much progression in that game, so it's kind of fun to sit down and play for a little bit and be like, okay, cool, that was fun. So it is raining, so I'm going to try and fish here while I'm on this island, because this island is a boring island anyway. Man, I say try to fish because I'm really trying and not succeeding. I did have the best luck 2 weeks ago, because I was on an island just like this that was a boring island, and I caught like 2 coelacanths and an oarfish all back to back to back. So I had like museum fish, plus I sold one for 15,000 bells, plus another museum fish. Like, it was the best luck I've ever had fishing in Animal Crossing, because coelacanth only is caught during the rain. And for some reason, my island is like rain-averse. Like, I have never seen it rain on my island, actually, at all. And I don't know if I'm just missing it. If I have Forager, I have probably played 80% of that game, and I'm on the last little bit now, and I just like, I do that when I go on trips. Like, I pick up Forager. It's a good plane game. It's a good like in the car game. Because you feel like you're making good progress even when you're not doing that much stuff. So I kind of get into that game once in a while. I won't sit there and play it like hardcore for like 10 hours a day. I played Stardew Valley a bunch on PC. Yes. I think I got just short of year 3 in Stardew, and just didn't come back to it. It's on Steam. Like, I could play it. Oh, first bite Nelly over here. So I got close. I know year 3, like, some stuff starts happening in Stardew that is like a little bit like you get like some of those things open up that weren't open before. But man, I got antsy because the last one bit on the first one. But I didn't like quote unquote finish Stardew. I had a pretty good farm. I was growing a bunch of blueberries and turning the blueberries into like blueberry wine and making mayonnaise and selling the mayonnaise from the eggs, and I had a pretty good little system worked out. It's just I never like quote unquote finished that game. But I don't know how. I mean, I finished the dungeon, like the whatever that was called, right? The underground, like, oh, I guess it was whatever. I finished, yeah, the underground, like, dungeon part of that game, got to the 100th level. I got a bunch of the different, like, fossils and whatever stuff you can, like, turn into the museum in that game, and then just, moved on, played different stuff. Man, there's just nothing good here. I guess these could be money rocks. They're probably not. They're going to be regular, but I can get a lot of iron at least while I'm here. We've gotten a lot of Cliffs Islands lately. This, I guess, is the Cliff Island archetype, because you just have, like, 3 different levels to it. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm off-center. That's going to be a problem in about 6 seconds. Maybe not. Ooh, nice. Got 8. Cool. The patches are almost not worth getting, right? Like, they only sell for 100 or whatever it is. It's not very much. I can get them. We've been using them just. I guess I should, because we've been using them to dig up our trees on our island and put them other places. So we do need some peaches to spare, just to have sitting around for tree moving purposes. All right, see Armando. I don't love the hero units in Battlefront 2. I'll be honest, they're fine. I think I like Bosk the best. His kit is pretty fun. I'm not saying he is the best. He's probably not, but his gun is pretty strong, and like the mines are pretty fun. And his like hunter vision thing is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, all you can do is go to these islands, Abby, and pick up weeds from here. That's all I've been doing. Like, we just basically will come to these islands, pick up weeds, and we store them. So I have like 200 weeds stored in my house, and my wife has probably 100, 200 stored, so we should be good for a while. I'm talking about Battlefield right now. How are you guys not getting that? It's crazy. Are we listening? I don't think I've played a bunch of Obi-Wan, I'll be honest. Alright, we got all the rocks now? That's all of them, right? I did the clockwise pattern. This one I just hit off the square thing, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, let's get some patches. Let's get some weeds. We'll go home. I didn't want that, but okay. Oh, did you say Battlefield? I'm sorry. I played Battlefield 4. I have 5. I played 5 on Xbox a bit. I have it on PC, and I've not played it much on PC, and I probably should, because I like Battlefield. And I have the graphics card good enough to run it with, like, ray tracing and stuff all turned on. And run it. You know, maybe I'll do that today. That'd be kind of a fun way to, like, spend the afternoon after I get done with my grades and stuff. I guess I can install Battlefield while I do that, and I can try and play online some. Those games are satisfying. I enjoy it. But again, the problem becomes, like, I don't enjoy playing those games alone for the most part, so maybe some of my friends have the game and want to play with me. We'll see. I got my Discord server. Someone on there surely has that game. Yeah, I mean, I don't need it to be... Like, obviously those games, every game gets old after long enough, right? At some point, I'll get bored of Animal Crossing, but, you know, especially if you already have it. Like, never been a better time to go through the backlog and say, you know what, I never played enough of X, right? Like, I got this game on sale at one point, never played a bunch of it. It was a good game, like, I should get into it, so... It was fun because I have Titanfall 2 from forever ago, and I was playing some Apex, and I was like, man, Apex is fine, but Titanfall 2 is probably the better game. And I installed Titanfall 2, and I played the campaign again, and I'm like, man, Titanfall 2 is the better game. Because, man, Titanfall 2 is a great game. And I wish that was still popular and people played it, because I would love to play that online again. It's a good time. Plus, it's like, it looks really good, and it runs really well, because it's an older game, and my computer can run the crap out of it. So I was playing it like 200 frames a second. I got an ultra-wide monitor, so it's like looking great. It's feeling good. I'm like, man, I wish people were actually playing online, because no one is. I will not play a pew pew game on a stream. The closest I may get at some point is Battlefront, but no, I'm not going to play Apex or something on a stream. Plus, again, I can stop this at a moment's notice and check email and answer questions, and I can't do that for other games, so... We'll see. In the summer, maybe my mind changes. Maybe in the summer, if wife is still furloughed and I'm not getting paid, obviously, maybe I stream every day and try and get enough subscribers to monetize the channel so I can make 10 cents a day. And I can afford a Big Mac once a week. That's only 70 cents. That won't work. Never mind. Abby, you're telling the person who's running like 6 different devices to get Animal Crossing streamed online to my band classes that I am not the kind of person that could have a Discord, and that personally offends me. I mean, come on, we're putting the work in over here. What did I miss seeing? Did I miss a dig spot? Oh, you guys are talking about Star Wars. You're debating Star Wars events that happened 40 years ago. 50 years ago, almost? Yeah. I mean, whatever. I guess at some point everyone's the age I have to have these conversations, and I just am way past that age. Okay. We did not see a fossil, did we? Sometimes there's fossils. I don't think Burger King, many people like Burger King. Maybe I'm crazy. They're fine. My parents like Burger King. I don't love McDonald's either. But, okay, so I've already had the Taco Bell talk and the Mexican talk. Like, McDonald's is, like, not great, right? Like, it's not. Like, if you want a really good burger, you probably don't go to McDonald's. But if you want McDonald's, you go to McDonald's. If I want a really good taco, I don't go to Taco Bell. But if I want Taco Bell, I go to Taco Bell. There's room for different tiers of desires, right? And it doesn't have to be like, oh, this is the best burger. It's like, well, no, sometimes you just want a cheap, crummy burger from McDonald's, and it's exactly what you want. That's great. And they provide that. We ready. All right, home stretch here. Let's go store some fruit. Animal Crossing is still 60, I believe. So I think some places we're doing, I think like Target's doing like a buy two get one free deal kind of thing right now. So maybe you can get kind of a discount that way, but then you're still going to spend $120 to get one $60 thing free. So technically every sale like that is just a trap, but you know, is what it is. Okay, storage. Let's see what you were. We're way past noon, y'all. You didn't tell me. Let's see here. Store you. I guess we'll plant. I guess I can't store plants. Okay, interesting. Sell, store. And then, okay. Abby, did you get all your assignments turned in from last week? Because when I was doing the grading on like Friday and Saturday, I don't think you had all 5 in. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Sloppy Joe leftovers, yeah? I want to sell. Okay. Need to go have lunch. Okay, sell. I don't really care about the. We have enough flowers in the town right now. Sure. Better than nothing. I planted the tree. I checked in. Okay, cool. Alright. Team. It's been a morning. We'll do it again tomorrow. So I think we're good to go. Talked over all this stuff earlier. I'll put the recording I made of the sequencer walkthrough on YouTube here after lunch, and then I'm doing grades this afternoon. So I'll be around if you need me. Have a awesome rest of your day, and we will see you on tomorrow. Okay, bye.